Hey, what's up, Diamond?
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Derek.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
You said you wanted us to ask questions, and I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I'm digging what you're doing for the training community. So it's like, I mean, I'm just like amazed by what you're doing. So, you got my respect.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for watching. Those are some really kind words. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'm just telling the truth, man. I'm just telling the truth.
Well, thank you. So, all right. So, what's your question? What's the problem? What's going on in your life?
Basically, my question is like, I can't really talk to anybody about this because, it's not, it's just something you can't share with everybody. So it's like, you know, you seem like the only person that can answer my question or whatever. So basically, I kind of recently got introduced to this transsexual lifestyle or whatever, and I'm kind of struggling with it, and I kind of need your help or whatever.
All right. So, we got the struggle. Okay. We got the meat and potatoes is a struggle. So, you got to give me the backstory, and y'all all got a backstory. So, go ahead, lay it on the table. Let me know what's up. Give me the whole story, what happened.
About like 2.5 years ago, I went out to this bar and I met this chick, and she was like, oh my gosh, she was like the hottest chick ever, man. She was like, she was beautiful skin, sexy lips, small waist, big ass, just great. And she was fun, like she was smart. She was like, just had this personality that was like totally, totally fun, like cool.
Were y'all drinking?
We both were drinking, but I wasn't really just totally pissy drunk. It just was, you know, or whatever. We just kind of clicked or whatever.
Mm.
So we hung out the whole night at the bar. Then we went to after hour and hung out, and then you know we were with other people though. Like we were other people, so it wasn't like we had any alone time. But everybody else was making out, and me and her ended up started making out, man. Like kissing and getting hot. I'm sitting there rock hard, of course, because she's hot. She's hot and she's feeling me. I'm feeling her. So we go to like this little house party or whatever with our friends, um, and she takes me into this bathroom, and like man, she gives me like the best blowjob ever, like the best blowjob ever, man. Like I mean, no hands, no teeth, just all throat, like uh, 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 uh.
Okay, okay. Very detailed.
I'm not trying to be gross, but like, I just want you to know it's like the best blowjob ever. Anyway, man, so I end up taking her home, and I end up going home, and I just she just was great. So the next day I call her. This time we're not drunk, we're just talking. So on the phone, she's still a great chick. She's still cool, still down to earth, still hot or whatever. So we decide, to hook up and meet again or whatever. I came over her house. I come over her house and, it gets all hot again. We're hot and, getting ready, making out again. But this time she just seems like a little bit more nervous and like I don't know what's going on. I know last time we were drinking or whatever, so maybe she didn't have any inhibitions and shit like that. But man, this time it just was something was weird and different. She was still into me, but man, I don't know. I'm like, what's up? And so she said, well, look, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, all right, go ahead, just come out, spit it with me. Let me know. Let me just lay it on the table. What's up? You got a man. Like, what's up? And she says, no, she don't have a man. So I'm like, well, what's up? And she said, well, it's something about me that you don't know. Something about you that I don't know. When people say shit like that, man, This was 2007. You know, that sounds like some Jerry Springer shit, but I'm looking at her, I know this ain't no man. This can't be a man, man. This can't be a man. That's what I'm thinking in my head, and then all of a sudden she says, well, I used to be a guy. I'm like, man, why didn't you tell me this shit? Like, I'm thinking like I'm in her house, so I can't really go off because I don't know really what the fuck is going on. Like, part of me was angry as fuck, but I know I couldn't really do nothing, and and it's like it just part of me was like, what the fuck? Like, you just fucking you lied to me, you tricked me, man. What the fuck? You're a dude. But I didn't say nothing because I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, only thing I could say was, you should have told me this early, way early than this shit. Way earlier, man. Like, you could have told me this at the bar. What the fuck? And I'm thinking in my head, like, why the fuck would you at this bar? This was a straight bar. This wasn't a gay bar, man. Why the fuck was you there? I didn't say none of this. I just was like, man, all right, man. I'm about to go. Okay, I ain't really into that shit. Whatever. So I leave, man.
That's fucked up. I've been in that situation from her point of view, so I can, it was just as scary for her as it. I don't know if it was scary for you, but it was just as fucked up for her because she didn't know what you was gonna do, so crazy as fuck.
I know, man. It just seems like it's just crazy, man. So anyway, I go back home or whatever, and for like a month, I'm like, at first I was shitty and angry. I wanted to go back over there and shoot this bitch's house up, or I was just so shitty. But I ain't about to go to jail over no bullshit. She just gave me head, man. So fuck it. And I didn't know shit. She tricked me. I didn't know she got me out. She caught me slipping, man. So fuck it, you know. But I'm still thinking about it, and the whole time. But as I kept thinking about it, it just made me like, I'm like, how many other motherfuckers knew? Like, did anybody else know? Like, people know that I was kissing a dude at the bar? Like, everybody, people that we were with, did they know? Man, and then I was, like, if I'm extra horny, like, I'll just think about the head, man. Like, because the head was amazing, man. I told you, this was like some fucking super head, like, fucking more than super. Whatever the fuck is more than super, man.
Some ultra head, some super califragilistic head.
Nobody ever did me like this. So I'm sitting, eventually, like, for some reason, I didn't erase her number out of my phone, man. I don't know why I didn't fucking erase her number out of my phone, but I didn't. And so, like, a month later, after she told me, I called her and was like, what's up? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, man, man, I wish you would have told me, like, da 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 da. What the fuck? Like, I wish you would have told me, man. But, kept on talking to her. Long story short, man, I go over her house. It's like 4 o'clock, and you know, we make out and we do some wild, crazy shit that I ain't never done with anybody else, man. Like, I don't know what made me do that shit, but man, was some crazy shit that I never done with anybody.
Okay, so I know you got some head. So what all did you do? What else did you do? Did you give it a little taste, or what did you suck her off? Ooh.
Oh man, you just gonna laugh at me like that, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's just kind of funny.
Man, that's crazy, man. But now it's like, so we don't, we don't see each other anymore, but it's like I wish that this shit could go back like to normal, cause now I have like this thing for trannies. Like, now I'm on the internet looking for them. now, like I find myself driving down to the spot where I know that trannies be, and it's like it's fucking taking over my mind. I wish I could go back to normal, man. I could go back to the way it was before, when it was just women. I just liked women. And it's not like I like men. Like, I don't see men to be like, ooh, man, he looks sexy. Let's play with each other's cocks. Nah, I don't think like that, man. That's like fucking gay, man. I don't, that's not how I am, man. But this tranny thing is like I'm really struggling with it. Like, I don't like guys, but this girls with a little extra, like I can deal with, man. I don't, because if you're sexy and you look like a woman, man, I'm like I can fuck with you. And I'm still attracted to women, regular women. I'm still attracted to them. So, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. It just seemed like I fucking got played, like I feel really played or whatever. So, like tell me what the fuck. Like tell me what do you think?
Well, I can see why you feel played. Like in the beginning, like I can see why you feel played because, in the beginning you didn't know and she did trick you. That wasn't your fault. You feel what I'm saying? That was her fault. It was her mistake. She lied. It was deceptive. It was, it led you on and it took away your choice to decide if you want to get into this. And, that's not fair. That's on her. That's true. You were right. You got tricked in the beginning. But we have to keep it real, babe. We have to keep it real. It's like once she told you what was up and you decided to go back over there, then that part is no longer her fault. You decided to go back over there. You made the decision to say, hey, well, I'm going to try this. So you can't blame her for that.
Man, it's not that simple, man. Like, but I wouldn't have. She shouldn't have. I wouldn't have known anything about this. Like, man, I wouldn't have known anything about this if she hadn't tricked me. It's like she opened up Pandora's box on me, man.
You're right. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? She opened you up to this, and you didn't know what you were getting into, but you enjoyed it. You feel what I'm saying? You got you some fire ass head and some extras, obviously, that you decided to do. You feel what I'm saying? It's something was there that you wanted to try, or you know, once she opened you up to it, just by her being attractive, and the first thing that you did through trickery you enjoyed, so it kind of like curiosity killed the cat. But like I said, at the end of the day, it is still your choice. It was your choice to, you could stop. You could have just said, okay, I'm not gonna go. I got tricked the first time, I'm not gonna go back over there. But you continued and you went even further, so it's kind of like,
Man, I know, man. It's like I know I chose to do that, man. But yeah, I guess it is my choice. Like I could not do it. I could stop and just go back to regular. But it's hard to go back to regular when you've experienced this, man. It just seems like it's not fair.
life isn't fair. Sometimes you caught up in situations that you did not know that you were going to be in. And, but you still, at the end of the day, have to take responsibility of your own actions. And like I said, I'm not giving you all the charge. In the beginning, she tricked you. I can't take that from her. But, like I said, you decided to continue. You know, it's like, you got to grow up. You got to grow up and accept that part of it at least. Come on.
I don't think you understand, man. I don't think you understand, like, what it's like or whatever. You just don't understand. Like, I feel like you're being hard on me, man.
No, I'm not being hard on you. I'm just, I'm asking you to accept responsibility for where you are now. You just added me on Facebook and I'm looking at our mutual friends and you got like 100 million thousand trannies. So you coming to me like, oh, woe is me, and da 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 da. I'm struggling with this, but you know you're actively seeking out all of the trannies in the universe. So you're not controlling yourself. You're not stopping what you're doing. If you don't want to do this and you don't want to be involved in this lifestyle or whatever however you want to make it, stop.
So what do I do to fix it? Like,
It's easy. You just stop. Erase all of those trannies off your list. All of the tranny numbers that you can call at 3, 4 in the morning, erase them out of your phone. You have to take a proactive, step towards stopping if you really don't want to. Now you can sit here and be on the pity pot and make it seem like, oh, it's her fault. She shouldn't introduce me to this. No. Now that you know, you actively say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Stop going, to tranny porn sites. Stop going to whatever to look for them, the little street that you said you go to. Stop doing all that kind of crazy stuff. Erase all the girls, erase the girls out your phone, and really stop and, focus on what you want. This is if you want that.
I guess that's some good advice, man. I can just stop, man. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just say fucking and stop and do what I regularly do, and you know, that's how it works out, and that's how it works out, or whatever. Don't even worry about that shit.
Right. That's what you got to do.
Oh, one last question. Like, where do you stay? Like, if I came to your city, could I meet you?
Oh, boy, get your ass out of here. You ain't trying to stop shit.